Namaskar, I am Krishnendu Chakraborty. Welcome to my channel. In astrology educational videos, I discuss planetary characteristics or influence of planets in human life. After discussing Sun, Moon, and Mars, today's discussion is about Mercury. Mercury's main function is in the intellectual world, interference, reasoning, judgment, etc. All the intellectual activities we do belong to the domain of Mercury. Moon is the center of all feelings. Sun is the center of intellect. Mars is the center of soul. And ascendant is the center of body. Mercury is the ruler of the overt side of the intellect. He analyzes everything piece by piece and keeps it in his storehouse. All the knowledge that has been gained so far is stored in his account. Mercury's job is just to accumulate. He does not judge good or bad or usefulness or unusefulness. On the other hand, Mercury is the boy planet. What he sees, what he hears, what he learns, he keeps in his memory. He has no vested interest. What he sees, that he imitates, he learns. He is very adept at carrying out successive tasks in a perfectly routine manner. His work is like a machine. There is no way to move around. So, to be a good craftsman, one should have the grace of Mercury. But still, Mercury is a boy, student, and disciple. What the parents say, what the masters say, what is written in the book is infallible truth for him. All his reasoning and analysis, the basis of all is that memorized knowledge. Those artists who have the 5 techniques given by the teacher, those singers who imitate the 10 songs of his song teacher, those astrologers who have 25 signals given by the master of astrology, those doctors whose treatment is based on memorized 50 prescriptions, they are all born under the power of Mercury. No one has more memorization power than Mercury. Mercury also excels in copying. A Bengali who speaks English exactly like an Englishman, or a Bengali who is mistaken for an Englishman, has strong influence of Mercury in his horoscope. Mercury imitates others. He has no ability to understand anything from within. He learns exactly what he sees the outside. Mercury can calculate, break the truth into pieces and create small truths from it, index, write places, analyze, but summing things up. Classification, generalization is the work of Jupiter. Each fragment of knowledge is individually placed in the storehouse of Mercury. There is no unity or harmony in it. Branches of trees, leaves, trunk, root, all different things in his eyes. But in the eyes of Jupiter, they all together form a complete tree. Because of this nature of Mercury, he cannot think beyond what he sees. When he is close to one, he is inspired by his way. Mercury has no personality. When associated with the other planet, it acts like that. Mercury is as simple as a boy, without pretense, without evolution, without pride. He is reluctant to assert his authority. An agent, attorney, or representative at work, such as company salesman. In the state of mind, he is a student, disciple, or learner. There is no such things as his own statement. His job is to say the other's decision, like that other man. No idea of his own. His ability to articulate what he has learned is remarkable. He has no self-esteem. He has an excellent memory. When Mercury is in favorable conjunction with the moon and the sun, he is the man of retentive memory. The real thing of Mercury is boy. His memory is as sharp as a boy's. His curiosity to seek or to know is as great as that of a child. He is impersonal, soulless, and simple like a boy. What does Mercury indicate in its own body? That's been in our body. I have said in medical astrology video. Please watch it. Links are provided in the description. Mercury indicates the power of learning and memorization, ability to imitate, the power of remembering the appearance of all things, the memory. A word need to say here. Mercury is also a factor of memory. Moon is also a factor of memory. The difference between them that moon remembers the feeling as a feeling, but Mercury remembers it as a name. For example, fever. If you say fever, moon will remember the burning pain of fever, and Mercury will remember that fever is a disease, the symptom of which are increased body heat, headache, etc. When moon Mercury is in conjunction, the memory is very sharp. Besides, Mercury indicates the ability to work as a routine, the power to write or read, the power to acquire knowledge, the desire to gain knowledge, the power of intellect, the power of analysis, the power of speech, to argue, to check accounts, simplicity, boyish agility, versatility, modesty, all knowledge outside of things, all kinds of art or the technical or mechanical aspect of art are indicated by Mercury. Venus indicates the direction of industrial technique. Mercury in external world indicates boy, intellect, student, accountant, compositor, bookseller, book publisher, documents, correspondence, all kind of writing, magician, hypnotist, clown, trader, businessman, clerk, nurses, brokers, advocates, mathematics, newspapers, advertisers, printing presses, all kind of mixed products, mixed or bitter tasted fruits, covering, tree bark, animal hair, skins, common people's daily use vehicles, classrooms, schools, lecture halls, meeting rooms, etc. It is very difficult to accurately analyze the nature of Mercury's native. A Mercury native will be a dual natured and very quick. God has given him the ability to quick understand and analyze a subject. Also, if Mercury is strong and not associated with malefic planets, his analytical powers will always be appreciated. On the other hand, if Mercury is debilitated and sinful or aspected by malefics, then in such cases he will become deceitful and heartless. Sometimes it is not impossible to become criminal. Such natives will be hated by all. So it is very important to accurately determine the natural properties of Mercury. A Mercury native will be medium height and very nimble in movement. Considerable smartness in dress, speech, etc. will be observed. Generally, they are fickle minds, and at times it is impossible to settle down and do anything. Their reasoning and analytical skills are commendable. It is very difficult to defeat them in terms of logic and rational sense. They will be able to understand people very quickly. If Mercury is in bad position, then it is not strange that the tendency to exploit people by quickly understanding the people's weakness. It is observed among them. They are known as deceivers because they understand people well. They should see the fault and flaws of others with the mind's eye. He achieves his goals by carefully monitoring the space, time, and hassle. If Mercury is in good position, they can solve natural laws or complex numbers beautifully with extraordinary talent. Such nature cannot be seen in any other planetary native. Mercury natives are usually desire of money. Anyhow, there is no place of emotion or imagination in them. Commercial outlook or realistic thinking is an excellent feature of them. Good-natured Mercury natives are well established from this quality almost from the beginning. They are very humorous and love small children. They are often happy in family life due to financial well-being. Although there may be some variability in friends or associations, they are generally prudent in all respect. As a result, peace remains intact in family life. Mercury natives are not sensual in nature and therefore often get married quickly. Usually, the person with whom their marriage takes place is also quite talented. This was my discussions today. If you like my discussion, please subscribe the channel and keep listening to the discussion on astrology and spirituality. Namaskar.